who could help humanity. I am ready to fulfill any task.
As a falling star, he crossed a vast distance to reach Earth. Thus, the Master arrived on Earth. One day, as a young man, he walked without rest, regardless of day and night. In his tattered clothing, he reached the Tibetan mountains. He was now the link between God and humanity on Earth. A state of reverence and delight filled his entire being. The sun shone brightly, and everything around was filled with joy and light. Every blade of grass, every leaf welcomed him. People he encountered on his way escorted him to the Trans-Himalayas. They also greeted him with the gesture, Namaste, placing their left hand at the base of their abdomen and bringing their right hand to the chest. When he looked at people performing this gesture, Bhagavan not only saw the form of the person, but also saw that the left hand, covering the lower abdomen, prevented attachment to the material world from emanating from the person. The right hand redistributed the aura to radiate love. Words immediately came to his mind.
I see the divine origin in you.
This is the greeting that the people of Earth need. It is much more profound than the ordinary hello or hi. The wise people in the vicinity of the Trans-Himalayas lived in various ways. Some lived alone. Some in families, and there were even entire communities. Thus, going from one village to another, the emissary from Sirius reached a village near the border. The faces of all the people in this village, from young to old, radiated smiles, joy, and their hearts emitted peace and harmony. They already knew about his arrival. At the farthest Yaranga, a 13-year-old girl greeted him with a namaste gesture.
My name is Satya, and are you from Sirius too?
You see the past well, Sosha, and why do the people in your village have joyful smiles on their faces?
Why shouldn't they? We have everything we need, and if someone faces difficulties, we go to the shaman. He chants, and then tells us what to do, and we follow his advice. I've been talking too much. He's waiting for you, the great divine consciousness.
She took his hand and led him among the Yarangas, carefully placed in the only clearing amidst the dense forest. The shaman's Yaranga was on the eastern side. Next to it stood a tall pole with attached horizontal slats from which colorful ribbons hung. As the emissary walked through the village, he felt more and more that something was familiar and majestic. He remembered how the sync-like coordinators of the galaxy had approached him thousands of years ago, asking him to send their most advanced priests for a special transcosmic mission and to save dying planets. 108,000 people were chosen. He also didn't know where they were sent. Among the saviors was the most capable disciple. He had a special sensitivity, and through this gift, beings with similar missions gathered around him, capable of developing others and saving them from the rusty shackles of suffering. The emissary remembered the joy with which he had sent the group, and he thought that if an ordinary earthly person would part with their student, especially the most capable one, they would notice those who rejoiced in their student's success, and then even more advanced students would come to them. Approaching the Yaranga, the emissary made the Namaste gesture and entered a state of reverence. The Yaranga's curtain lifted. A well-built, tall man, whose age was impossible to determine, emerged. His facial features did not indicate any affiliation with any earthly race. His black hair cascaded to his shoulders. He wore a simple, comfortable chiton that did not restrict body movement. The bright ornament on the chiton depicted this man's life. Each symbol brought knowledge of his many incarnations on Earth. The emissary's gaze slid over the ornament to search for a key. And there it was found. The Latin letter S with a vertical ascending endpoint within a circle. The symbol of Sirius. The emissary spoke the name of his best disciple. The shaman's face, previously impenetrable, twitched almost imperceptibly. He gestured for the guest to enter the Yaranga and then bowed, like a disciple before his master. A young man before his beloved. A warrior before his lord.
Now I see that our presence on Earth was not in vain. It has been 2,000 years since the appearance of Christ on Earth, and all that he gave to humanity has already been forgotten or buried under layers of falsehood, lies, and deception. The Synclight of Galactic Coordinators sent only 1,000 Siriusians to Earth. The rest were sent to other planets. Over the 2,000 earthly years, we have created several lineages distinct from Earth's. Our numbers have grown compared to the time of our arrival, but only a small part maintains the purity of the lineage and awaits the coming of the envoy. This envoy is you, my lord, master, and brother. The others, according to the coordinator's instructions, are dispersed across the earth in different countries as they are integrated into all religions. Races, and other human groups to support their livelihoods. In essence, you can call Earth's inhabitants a civilization on the brink of destruction, catastrophe, and extinction. Only through the priests of Sirius and their descendants is happiness and joy filling their lives. Do they know of this? No. Even the descendants of the priests no longer remember their origin and mission. their memory contains information that they came with an important mission. Yes, there has already been a sign that it's time to unlock this memory. But first, show me around your village. Tell me about it. We have prepared a place here where all the priests will gather, and through prayer and their spirits, they will create a channel of communication with Sirius. And then a space-time channel will descend to Earth. First, the descendants of the Siriusians will feel the fresh air, and then the Earthlings. After all, they are also newcomers from other worlds, just more ancient. That's why their memory is still hidden. Today, we need to rest, and tomorrow we will go to the Holy Mountain. There is that place. 3 days before your arrival, I was sent there in a dream. Allow me to perform a ritual today. First, tell me why you are a shaman, and not a Christian priest, or a Jewish rabbi.
The envoy sat by the fire and, gazing into the flames, listened to Aster's story. Everything he told appeared in the campfire's flames as real events.
Shamanism preserves the most complete vision of reality. A shaman sees everything that exists because he has developed clairvoyance and he travels to different worlds. Other religions do not have this. They interpret their sacred text, each in their own way. People's minds are confused, and that's why so much evil is happening here. That's what's going on here. And in shamanism, our knowledge is preserved, that with which the coordinators sent us to Earth. Good. Perform the ritual. New revelations from the coordinators should be arriving.
The Star Envoy already knew this information, but had the ability to inspire people with initiative, creativity, without taking away their opportunity to connect with the celestial world. Bhagavan had already seen how the most advanced people in the area of the Holy Mountain were gathering to meet him and establish a settlement that would later be called an eco-settlement.
In our extreme times, when the fate of the entire planet is at stake, it is crucial for the knowledge of angels and benevolent spirits to spread as quickly as possible, globally, and reach thousands of people. In this way, we can change the future of all humanity. Which is why we are addressing you, dear soul of light. Spread the knowledge about our wise books and films. Share links to videos or cartoons. All of this is available and free. Invite women to individual practices, webinars, and seminars. And the Great Spirit of Light will help you and your family. It will direct an enormous amount of energy to fulfill all your desires. Benevolent spirits and angels will assist you and your loved ones in all matters. A thread of light and love extends from your heart to the hearts of thirsty women. and the creation of good and the dissemination of enlightened knowledge throughout the world begins. Become part of the mission of light. Help people, and God will help you.